Jain to all of you. Myself, Dr. Jayashree Jain from Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. Today, I will just provide you the lecture on the Bayesian learning technique in machine learning techniques. So, in this topic, this is a topic in Unit 2 in machine learning, and we will learn about how to apply the Bayesian learning algorithm in machine learning for classification, and this is the supervised learning algorithm, and in which we also have to optimize the Bayesian classifier to find the maximum likelihood for our data set. So now next is, firstly we have to just understand what is the Bayesian learning. So the Bayesian learning theorem is based on the probabilistic approach, and it have the formula based on the Bayes theorem. So Bayesian learning is nothing, it is provide the probabilistic approach to the inference learning. So we all know in supervised learning our data set is labeled, and we have to just classify our data to match that data with the target data. So we have to just divide our data set into training and test data set. So firstly we have to just take the attributes or column of the table one by one, and just calculate, apply the Bayesian algorithm on that attribute and find the maximum likelihood. So which attribute value will be higher, that will be the then we will check what is the class of that attribute. So Bayesian reasoning actually provide the basis for the learning algorithm. This is the supervised learning, and it is based on the probabilistic model. So in this method is relevant for our study in machine learning for two different reasons. What are two reasons why we choose the Bayesian theorem? Because it calculates the explicit probability. So all we know that probability have the approximation, and based on that approximation we can classify our data accurately. So this is the first reason, and second is they provide the useful perspective for understanding many learning algorithm and do not explicitly manipulate the probability. So based on the value of that attribute, the probability will get the evaluated, and actually we will get the occurrence of that value. So we can easily use this algorithm for prediction and classification. So basic familiar with Bayesian method is very important to understand and to characterize the operation of many algorithms in machine learning. So the main features of Bayesian algorithm are what? Each observed training example can incrementally decrease or increase the estimated probability that a hypothesis is correct. So all we know, firstly we will just make a Wasm space, and we have some hypothesis. By visualizing the data set and attribute values, we can just make some hypothesis so that if the weather is sunny, and the class is that Tom have to play outside for go for outside to play, and based on the weather condition we have to decide whether Tom should go outside or not. So we have some weather condition like temperature, humidity, outcasting. So we have to just make some hypothesis that whether when we have the sunny outlook, and we have weather temperature is like 30 degree, and also we have some hypothesis, and we have some general hypothesis like we all find that all time we find when weather is sunny, temperature is below 30, then Tom have category yes, Tom can go outside. So we just make some hypothesis. So according to the hypothesis we can finalize the probability and how that hypothesis become true. So the hypothesis can be multiple, but we have to find out which hypothesis is perfectly fine for that data set. So we have to calculate the probability and apply the Bayesian learning. So prior knowledge can be combined with observed data. So I already told we have to just check the data and make some hypothesis. So we have some prior knowledge and can be combined with the observed data to determine the final probability. So we have some prior data, and for new data, we observed data means when we have new query or new data, then we can merge that past experience with that new data and can find out the final probability. And in Bayesian learning, prior knowledge is provided by asserting a prior probability for each candidate hypothesis. So we have some, like in previous lecture we have studied about the Fine-Dess algorithm and candidate hypothesis. So candidate hypothesis means those are the specialized hypothesis. We have find out some value corresponding to that class label is already defined. So according to that we have some prior probability. So this is very much important in Bayes theorem, and the probability distribution over the observed data for each possible hypothesis. So we have actually Bayes theorem is depend on the conditional probability when we have two event A and event B, and event B has already occurred and we have to just calculate the probability of occurring of the event A. So conditional probability we all know. So this theorem is based on the conditional probability. So probability distribution over the observed data means we have to calculate the prior probability, means that event has already occurred, and posterior probability. This is called as the posterior probability and likelihood. So three components are required. So Bayesian method can accommodate the hypothesis that make probabilistic predictions. New instances can be classified by combining the predictions, and Bayesian method prove computationally intractable. They can provide a standard optimal decision. So we can say Bayesian theorem is also provide us to optimal standard to classify our data easily and in supervised method. So practically difficulty in applying Bayesian method. So what are the difficulty when we apply this method? They typically require the initial knowledge of many probabilities. This is one drawback we can say, because we required some prior probability, we require likelihood, we require some conditional probability. So this is one factor, and significant computational cost required to determine the Bayesian optimized hypothesis in general case. So this is also one parameter. So next is Bayes theorem. I already told we have the Bayesian optimal classifier depend on the Bayes theorem. So what is the Bayes theorem? So in machine learning we all know to determine the best hypothesis. This is the factor. I already told we have set of hypothesis and we have to decide the which one is the best hypothesis. So to decide which one is the best hypothesis, we have to apply the Bayesian optimal classifier, and this is some space H, give some observed training data D, and one way to specify what we mean by the best hypothesis. Best hypothesis what? That we demand the most probable hypothesis given the data D. Obviously, we have which hypothesis have the maximum probability, means that is the optimal hypothesis, and the result according to that hypothesis will be the final class for that data set. So plus any initial knowledge about the prior probability of that hypothesis in H. So Bayes theorem is provide a way to just calculate the probability of hypothesis based on its prior probability, the probability of observing various data given the hypothesis. So this is a conditional probability given the hypothesis and data set, occurrence and observed data itself, that is probability of that data. So I just explain the formula of Bayesian theorem. So what are the notation? P of H, that denote the initial probability of that hypothesis hold. So PH is called as a prior probability of H. So prior probability means the probability of occurring the for that value of the hypothesis. P of D is prior probability that training data will be observed. So that training data, like the weather can be sunny, rainy or winter. So we have the corresponding to that value, we just find out what is the, there are two kind of hypothesis actually, positive and negative. So if Tom will go outside to play, that is yes, and if Tom will not go outside for play, that is no. So we have two hypotheses, yes or no. So we have to just find out what condition in when we are going to classify our data. So there are two class, yes and no. So we have find out some hypotheses that belong to yes class, and we have to find out some hypotheses that belong to no class. For yes class probability, we will just calculate this, and for no class we have to just calculate the observed data probability. So this is a probability of observing data, and last is the probability H given D. This is a given that H holds given the observed training data D. So P H of D is called as a posterior probability, means the data set probability is known, and with respect to this we have to calculate this hypothesis probability with respect to this data. This is the formula of Bayes theorem. So what is this formula? It means it provides a way to calculate the posterior probability. Actually, we have to calculate this. We have prior probability, we have conditional probability, we have likelihood. But so this is the formula. This is the posterior probability, and this is the prior probability. This is marginal probability, means data set probability, and this is the likelihood. So we have a description of that formula also. Okay, so this formula we have already learned in Bayes theorem. So this is the, I just write, this is the prior probability. Prior probability, this is called as a marginal probability, and this is the maximum likelihood, or we can say likelihood, because when we optimize it, then we have to maximize this likelihood. So in many learning scenario, learner considers some set of candidate hypothesis. So we have some set of hypothesis H, and is interested in finding the most probable hypothesis EH given that observed data. So we have to just find out the most probable hypothesis so that we can find out the final classification, and maximum probable hypothesis is called as a maximum posteriori hypothesis. So we have to just calculate the posterior probability, hypothesis, and we have to just optimize it. That is called a maximum posterior hypothesis. So what is the formula to calculate the maximum posterior hypothesis? By using Bayes theorem. So calculate the posterior probability of each candidate hypothesis. So this is a formula for in Bayes theorem. And in this formula we have some modification. We have to remove this part because we have to just find out the maximum hypothesis. So we have prior probability and data set probability according to this hypothesis. So just we have to find that this H is belong to the hypothesis set, and this is the argmax. So we have to find out the maximum of probability of that hypothesis that has the maximum probability with that data set. So this is the formula for calculating the maximum posterior hypothesis. So this will remove because we are not interested to calculate the final class. We have just find out the maximum suitable hypothesis. So in this case, we will assume every hypothesis in H is equally probable. So a prior probability PHI equal to PHJ for all HI and HJ. So we are assuming all have equal probability. We have to find out the according to this formula we will get the maximum posterior probability. So further simply equation is this. So if it is equal for all data set, this probability of hypothesis probability is equal, then we have just calculate this likelihood. So this is the maximum posterior probability. So PD given H is oftenly called as a likelihood. So this is the likelihood of data D given H, and any hypothesis that maximize D given H is called as a maximum likelihood hypothesis. So to illustrate the Bayes rule, consider a medical diagnosis problem. So we can understand this formula with the help of one example, that is medical diagnosis. So there are two alternatives, that patient has a particular form of cancer and patient doesn't. So if I have to classify how much patient have the cancer problem and how many patient have not any cancer. So the available data is form of particular laboratory test with two possible outcome, positive and negative. So we have some data set, and the class is there are two labels in the class, positive and negative. So we have some prior knowledge that over the entire population of the people, 0.008 have this disease. So this is positive case. So this is the probability how much data is belong to the positive class. So further, the lab test is only an imperfectional indicator of the disease. So we can't blindly believe that this result is okay. We have to just verify it. So if the test return the correct positive result, that is only 98% of the cases in which disease is actually present. So this is the chances of prior probability of positive case, and this is the prior probability of negative case. In other case, test isn't the returns the opposite result. The above situation can be summarized by following probability. So cancer probability given, that is 0.008. Positive cancer is 0.98. Negative is 0.03%. Fine. And because 0.3, because not cancer, if the patient have no cancer, then probability is 97. So in case of positive, it is 0.03. So we will minus it, subtract it from 1. And probability of if there is no cancer, then what is the probability? It is 0.08 in positive case, and in negative case it will be 0.992. And in positive case, cancer probability is 0.98 and negative is 0.02. So this is, we can just calculate it according to this problem, and just we have to apply this formula for finding the maximum a posterior hypothesis. So just expand this formula and put the value. So D is the data, that is positive, and this is the hypothesis, that is cancer, and probability of cancer already given. So apply this here. For positive class, we have this already, we have calculated 0.98 from here, and 0.008 of probability of occurring of the cancer, 0.008. So calculate it. This is the value, and this is for no, there is chance for no cancer, and probability of not cancer. So it is already given. Probability of no cancer, D upon H, 0.03, and 0.992 is the probability of no cancer. So from there we can find out the value here, and while calculating this, we have this probability. So this is a high probability value for the negative. It means what is your inference? So patient does not have the cancer. This is the final inference. So the lab test is diagnosed as positive, but person is not having the cancer. So this is verified that already lab test diagnosis report is wrong, and by calculating this, we can finalize that patient have no cancer. So this is very useful algorithm. We can just verify also what the among the several hypotheses, what is the maximum maximum hypothesis that proves to be true. So Bayes theorem and concept learning. What is the relationship between Bayes theorem and probability of the concept learning? So concept learning, that makes the machine to learn some concept by providing the training data, and it generalize well to predict the unseen data. So this is one part based on the Bayes theorem. We can make the concept learning already in previous example, we have just made one learning that the patient have no cancer if the probability is this. So Bayes theorem calculate the posterior probability that can be used as the basis for straightforward learning algorithm that calculate the probability for each of the possible hypotheses, then output the most probable. So already we have seen, so we can just make the relationship between Bayes theorem and the concept learning by calculating the maximum hypothesis to learn the concept by providing the training data. And generalize, actually the main ways to generalize well to predict the unseen data means what is when we get the new data or test data, we can apply this learning to that unseen. So basic probability formula is product rule. We already know the probability formula P, A and B is a conjunction of two events means we can write P A and B like P A given B into P B, or P B given A into P A. So this is same. And some rule is P A or B. P A means this is a mutually exclusive event. P A plus P B minus P A intersection B. So A or B is this. So Bayes theorem is finding the posterior probability. So we can find out this. Already know in Bayes theorem. And theorem of total probability, if event have AI to AN are mutually exclusive with respect to summation of P AI equal to 1, means probability sum will all have 1, and we can calculate the probability of B by this formula PB given AI into P AI. So this is the final formula for concept learning when we have known the probability of mutually exclusive events. So events can be multiple. In before we have already considered one hypothesis, but there can be multiple attributes. So hypothesis will also get multiple. So we can multiply all the probability or make the summation of all the probability. So Bayes optimal classifier means most probable hypothesis given the training data to find the most probable classification on the new instances. So we have to apply that probable classification on the new instances by calculating the maximum a posterior hypothesis, and consider hypothesis space containing 3 hypotheses H1, H2, H3. Already told we have multiple hypotheses, and we can just multiply all and just add all the hypothesis probabilities. So probability of X is positive is 0.4 and the probability of negative is 0.6. This is one example, and we just have most probable classification. Negative in this case is different from classification generated by maximum or posterior hypothesis. So we have already just seen with the cancer example. So this is another example in this case. This is the example when we have multiple hypotheses with respect to H1, H2 and H3, and in case of it is negative, we have this probability, and in case of positive, we have this probability. So there are multiple hypotheses, so multiple probability will also there, and just calculate it for positive class. This will be the value 0.4, and for negative class, when we put the value of this 0.4 into 1, the probability is 0.4, and 0.3 into 1 for negative, and 0.3 into 1, so added 0.6 will be there for hypothesis H2 and H3. So add all the hypotheses, and finally we find the hypothesis, maximum hypothesis for negative class. So I already told it. So this method maximizes the probability that have new instances classified correctly given the available data, hypothesis space, and prior probability over the hypothesis. So this is the final one that we have just classify the unseen data also based on the prior probability. So this is another example we can see here. This is a Bayes theorem, and from a data set we have multiple attributes. This is the probability of yes or no. So we positive or negative. So we just apply the Bayesian theorem here. So we have apply Px1 given y, Px2 given y, just multiply all with this Py, that is class of positive or negative. And so summarize this, divide by P of x1, x2 up to xn. This is the Bayesian theorem, and we just apply this summation of projection of I is equal to 1 to n P xi upon y, and divide by P x1, x2, x3 up to xn. So multiply these all probability here and summarize this, and when we apply maximum posterior probability, then the formula will be there. This value will be removed. We have to just find out the maximum of hypothesis, not the final classification. So this is one example. We have this data set. This is the outlook. I already told this is temperature, humidity, wind, and plate tennis is yes or no. So with respect to this, we can find out the probability of each and every attribute. So outlook attribute have yes case. In case of Sunny, yes case is 2 and no is 3. So in case of Sunny, no is 2 and yes 1 and no 3 and Sunny 2 yes. So probability of yes is 2 by, total case is 9. So 2 by 9 and negative is 3 by 5. So for overcast, 4 yes and 0 no. So we just find out the prior probability of positive and negative. For raining, positive, negative. So total is 100%. Total yes is 9 and total no is 5. So divide it by 9 and 5. Fine. Similar case of temperature. Total attribute of total values hot 2, mild 4, cold 3. So in case of temperature, hot 2 plus 2 4. Similarly mild, similarly cold, and total positive is 9 for yes class and 5 for no class. Find out the probability here for positive and negative. And similarly for play class, we have yes case 9 and no case is 5. So total instances are 14 and yes case are 9 and no case are 5. So total probability of our data set is this, and we have to just find the probability of Sunny with respect to temperature hot. So yes case with Sunny and hot. So just multiply this all the probability in case of weather is sunny and class is positive into when the temperature is hot and class is yes, and probability of yes, just put all the values here. So we have already calculated the probability of Sunny in case of yes, that is 2 by 9, and in case of temperature is hot and probability class is yes, so this is 2 by 9. So 2 by 9 into 2 by 9, and all the positive instances have the probability 9 by 14. So we have final value 0.031. So we have got the value when the weather is sunny and temperature is hot. So what is the probability of yes, that is 0.031. Similarly, we calculate the probability of no class. So this is 1. So which one is the highest probability? Just sum it and find the maximum posterior probability. So we just sum it and value is 0.27. So finally for yes class, the probability is 0.114, and for no class, the probability is 0.0857 divided by 0.27. So maximum probability is of no class. So Tom will not go outside for play in case when weather is sunny and temperature is hot. So this is the final example when we applied this Bayesian theorem on the data set to classify the data. Thank you very much.